Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and guess what? You're watching.
Funny old guys.
Oh,
Get those arms flailing there. There we go.
oh,
My golly, and
hey.
we go from small to large, and it's the Christmas season, everybody.
Oh,
And so we're going to be Christmassy, I think. What we do is we tell jokes. It's a joke-a-thon. You laugh hysterically, we make millions. So I want to turn it over just for a greeting and a hello to Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, guten Tag, everybody. So nice for you to join us today. You're going to laugh.
Now, below me, what is your name? Oh, there it is. It's Nick Saint
I,
Schmuckalas.
Nick Saint Schmuckalas. I'm Santa Claus's derelict cousin.
Oh,
Oh,
I can barely pronounce your name. Say hello to our wonderful video audience.
Hello, wonderful video audience.
Well,
I hope you're not on the naughty list.
so are you an
whoa.
elf? Are you an elf, or are you a reincarnation, or are you Santa Claus?
I'm a degenerate cousin of Santa Claus.
A cousin of Santa
Ah.
Claus. Okay, well, let's start the joke time there.
Ooh.
It's your turn.
All right. Well, I have three bad jokes I'm going to tell you. Now, do you remember that joke that I told you about my spine? Yeah, it was about a week back.
Oh,
But and I found this the other day. Do you know why fish live in salt water?
I have no idea.
Oh, because pepper makes them sneeze.
Oh, that reminds me of a joke.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and this one's left over from Halloween.
Yes,
What kind of streets do ghosts haunt?
I have no clue.
Dead ends.
That reminds me of my old girlfriend, but that's another story for another thing. Elfie Schmuckless, or whoever you are, tell us a joke.
Well, did you hear the one about the golfer?
No, pray tell.
No, it was an Irish golfer, and he was just about to tee off when a leprechaun appeared from behind a tree.
Oh,
And he said, Leprechaun had a deal for him. He said, if you never court a woman, flirt with a girl, or marry, I'll help you score a hole in one. And the golfer said, sure. He pops off this beautiful 350-yard hole in one. And the leprechaun comes up to him and says, oh, sir, I need your name for my records. What is it? And the golfer said, Father Murphy.
Oh! A guy walks into a restaurant and he orders eggs Benedict. And when the waiter brought his dish out, he used a very shiny hubcap to transport the eggs Benedict. And the guy says, waiter, what's with the hubcap? And you know what the waiter said?
No.
pray tell.
He said, there's no plate like chrome for the hollandaise.
Oh!
Oh, painful. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I've got this joke. It's sort of on the edge here, but I was riding the bus the other day and I saw this man. He was minding his own business, and this gorgeous woman, she was sitting next to him. She started to breastfeed her baby.
Oh,
You know, the baby wouldn't take it. So she said, come on, sweetie, eat it all up, or I'll have to give it to this nice man next to us to try to convince the baby to go. 5 minutes later, the baby still was not feeding. So she said again, says, come on now, take it or I'll give it to the nice man here. But a few minutes later, the anxious man yelled out, he says, come on, kid, make up your mind. I was supposed to get off 4 stops ago.
oh. Alfie Nick Schmuckless, go for it.
Oh, you know why Christmas is a lot like your job?
Pray tell.
Oh, because you do all the work, and a fat guy with a suit gets all the credit.
That's right. That's not fair. That's not fair. The other day, I was having some mental problems. I went to my psychologist and I said, why, doc, why? I ask you, why am I so afraid of St. Nick during the holidays? And he goes, I think you have a bad case of claustrophobia.
Oh,
Folks, claustrophobia.
Oh my goodness.
Dr.
All
Fatback.
right. Well, look at this man. This policeman was being cross-examined by a defense attorney during a felony trial.
Ah,
The lawyer was trying to undermine the policeman's credibility, right?
right.
So he says, "Officer, did you see my client fleeing the scene?" And he said, "No, sir, but I subsequently observed a person matching the description of the offender running several blocks away." Oh, and he says, "Well, officer, who provided this description?" When he says, "Well, the officer who responded to the scene." Said, "Oh, so a fellow officer provided the description of the so-called offender. Do you trust your fellow officers?" And he goes, "Yes, sir, with my life." Says, "Oh, with your life, huh? Let me ask you this then, officer. Do you have a room where you change your clothes in preparation for your daily duties?" When he says, "Yes, sir, we do." He says, "And do you have a locker in the room?" When he goes, "Yes, sir, we do." "And do you have a lock on your locker?" When he says, "Yes, sir." Says, "Now, why is it, officer, that you trust your fellow officers with your life, but you still find it necessary to lock your locker in a room you share with these same officers?" And the officer says to him, "Well, you see, sir, we share the building with the court complex, and sometimes lawyers have been known to walk through that room."
Oh,
I just lost all the lawyers in America. But,
There you go.
but we don't care.
I think we needed him, yeah?
Saint Schmuckalas.
well, you know why Santa Claus goes down the chimney on Christmas Eve?
No, pray tell.
Because it suits him.
It suits him.
It suits him. Get it, folks?
I got it.
Good.
Okay, here you go, guys. I'm going to test the intelligence level.
Oh my God.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
What is small, green, covered with Christmas lights and Christmas decorations, and loves to kiss? What is that?
What's that?
Mistletoe, perhaps?
Mistletoe. Yes,
Mistletoe.
mistletoe.
Yeah, they're gray, you know, but that's okay. We can live with that. So I was driving home the other day. I just was down out of state when I had this long drive home, and I noticed these different signs in different places. So one of them said, "Inspecting mirrors is a job I could really see myself doing."
Oh.
How about, "I wanted to marry a carbon 14 expert, but all she wanted to do was date."
Oh.
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 All right, finally, my neighbor couldn't afford his water bill, so I got him a get well soon card. Get well.
Well, oh.
Talk a while.
Yeah, I guess you had to be there.
I had to be there, yeah.
Saint Schmuckalas, guess what? This is your last one.
Whew.
Okay. What goes oh, oh, oh?
Oh, I don't know. Pray tell.
Santa walking backwards. Oh, 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 oh.
What goes oh? See, you had to be there.
Well, that's it for the jokes, folks, but we're not done because now we have a point of conversation just between the three of us old farts. You guys ready?
Yep.
Achtung.
It doesn't even matter if you're ready because I'm going to do it anyway.
Here it comes.
You are a stuntman. You are walking a tightrope 300 feet up over Niagara Falls. Wow. And you look down and the tightrope is fraying. It's getting weaker. It's going to break. So, what do you say or do to save your life?
Whoa, well, you know, when I saw that start to fray, at first I was very concerned, but I remembered that luckily I was wearing my light fall coat.
Your light
fall.
Oh, very good. How about you, stuntman? You're on that tightrope. It's going to break. And what are you going to do to save your life?
Whoa, I'm gonna fly.
Fly? How can you
Yeah.
fly?
Oh, because I've got a relative in the business. He'll come by in the sleigh and pick me up.
Well, very good. You're not only Santa Claus's cousin, you're Superman's cousin. Is that true?
No, 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 no,
You know
no.
what I would
He
do?
does wear a lot of red too.
I'm walking
Flies in-
across that tightrope, right? And it's getting weaker and it's fraying and it's going to break. I would yell over to my assistant, assistant, what should I do? And the assistant would say, repeat after me, our Father. Hallowed be thy name. Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us today. It's been a real treat, and we're out of here. Oh, wait,
Wait, whoa.
wait.
Oh, we're not done.
We invite a very famous celebrity. This one's a
Oh.
beaut.
Oh, who be inviting this week?
We're inviting that colorful, unusual politician, Maxine Waters. You're going to be on our very next video. So, Maxine,
Boy.
be quiet, and check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com within the next 24 hours. Or if you don't, Maxine, you're going in the trash bin. So, this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye and farewell. We steal everything you've heard today. Passing along to Dr. Fatpacker for his goodbye. And
Well,
his
she
farewell.
should be a lot of.
What?
What?
I said she should be a lot of fun. Jawohl. Say, listen, thank you very much, Danke Shane, for coming and listening to us and that. But before you go, if you would do us a kind favor, go down to the bottom and subscribe. Click that little button there, and then we will be very happy about that. Oh, and if you have some friends who perhaps you would like to laugh along with us and with you, send us an email at funnyoldguys@gmail.com when we will send you one of these fancy dancy business cards. Funny guys, when it has our YouTube address on that, and we'll send you some of them and you can give them to your friends and you can all laugh together. Yeah.
And there you go. And Saint Nick Schmuckalas, whoever the hell you
I am
are.
Nick St. Schmuckalas.
That's
Nick.
it. That was my
It rolls off his tongue, you know that.
Well, anyway, say goodbye and farewell to the marvelous millions of our viewers.
Farewell, everyone. And Maxine, I hope you're listening. I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, she's a beauty. Anyway, everybody wave goodbye. We're heading out of here. Everybody wave. We'll see you down the road.